Good evening. This is Karen Dobda, Quaker Valley's Director of Innovation and Strategic Initiatives. This evening I am pleased to share with you this year's technology update. Tonight we will look at the use of technology in our classrooms through the lens of professional development. We will see how our teachers and coaches are working collaboratively to create technology-rich learning environments in our classroom to enhance instruction, deepen student learning, and build student communication, creativity, and critical thinking skills. Our teachers are focused on the goals and objectives of our curriculum, and then by selecting just the right technology tool, they create meaningful learning for our students. If you recall, last spring, both of our technology coaches, Ms. Sandra Calgaro and Mr. Kieran Vora, were accepted into the Apple Learning Coach program. They were selected from thousands of applicants across the United States. While in this program, Sandra and Kieran collaborated with other educators across the country to study best practices related to instructional and technology coaching. Upon completion of this program, they were designated as certified learning coaches, and using this knowledge, they designed a high-quality professional development program that they implemented this year at Quaker Valley. Tonight, I asked each of them to share with us an overview of their program and some of the activities that our teachers have designed. We will start with Ms. Calgaro, who is the Science and Technology Coach at the elementary schools. She will be joined tonight by a very special young man who will share his story of how he is using his iPad to learn independently and share his new knowledge with his teacher. Next, we will hear from Mr. Vora, who will provide an overview of his coaching model at the middle and high schools.
Let's begin with a gift that a kindergartner made for his teacher. He made it at home, independently. If you're imagining a drawing with crayons, think again. This is JP. He's 6, and he made a presentation about owls for his teacher.
Why did you make that keynote presentation?
Because Miss Croft loves owls.
JP will now tell you how he made his presentation.
I started on Keynote and I hit the plus and I found like a background so I could choose and then I took like pictures on the internet of owls and then I did some research on.
JP is demonstrating the goals that I set for our students and staff when I participated in the first cohort of the Apple coaching program. I wanted the teachers to become aware of apps that would allow our students to create, collaborate, and communicate. To reach these goals, I planned morning training sessions and then worked with the teachers to develop lessons. Here are a few examples of the lessons that teachers developed that allowed our students to demonstrate their learning through creating, collaborating, and communicating.
Is Winston with breaking news about the Venus flytrap. This story is about Venus flytraps. They can count. Today I'm going to read you this news. The Venus flytrap is a plant that lives in wet soil. The soil does not have what the plant needs to live. The flytrap eats insects and other small animals.
Students are motivated to make videos. This is a great opportunity for them to work individually or in teams to share their learning. Whether it's showing story elements with Legos, sharing their research with their classmates, or explaining their STEM design creation to the AIU judges, Clips videos allow students to create, collaborate, and communicate. Practicing new WordMaster vocabulary is more engaging as a student-created game. 4th graders drew clues and wrote sentences for the game. Their drawings became animated by using the line draw feature in Keynote. Many teachers have created lessons with Book Creator. This app allows for communication, collaboration, and creativity. With Book Creator, the students can use text, photos, drawings, clip art, and voice recordings to share their knowledge. When the books are complete, they can be shared with family via a web link. Over 1,100 books were created in the elementary school this year with Book Creator. The fourth graders used Book Creator to create a newspaper. This newspaper included over 20 stories written by individuals and groups of students. The articles included book reviews, upcoming events, and lesson summaries. Second graders kept an electronic science notebook with Book Creator. Teachers shared that the students' scientific observations were more detailed and they used science vocabulary more often. On this notebook page, the students took their learning outside by trying to find locations where a purple coneflower could survive. After taking a photo, they described why this was a suitable environment. I'm proud of the creative ways the teachers have integrated the iPads into their instructions, and am eager to see what next year will bring.
Hi everyone, and welcome to today's QVTV episode where we explore what's going on in the secondary technology coaching world. Our first segment for today really focuses on professional development and what's going on at Quaker Valley Middle School and Quaker Valley High School. As discussed earlier, I had a chance to complete the Apple Learning Coach program. This was really the catalyst for me to create something that was new and innovative. And so the Tic Tac Model was created. Now, Tic Tac stands for Technology Integration Cycle, Transforming Academic Curriculum. Just as teachers create a culture of learning for their students, I wanted to do the same thing for my teachers. From the very start of this model, teachers were able to drive their own professional growth and select the personal goal that they had for integrating technology into the classroom this year. They were also given a technology playbook, which I created to better organize resources and strategies. This way, when a teacher identified that personal goal, they could view the playbook and find something that aligned directly with their learning objective and fit the needs of their students. Our final segment tonight is where we get to actually highlight some of these amazing integrations that both students and teachers used at the middle school and high school. Starting off today, we have an ELA teacher who enjoys providing students with authentic learning opportunities that focus on collaboration and creation. This year, he challenged his students to define one of the words of the day in 15 seconds or less, but in a more creative way. Let's take a look at a few examples.
Authoritative, adjective. Roll over. Stay. Come. Down. Catch.
Adorn. Verb. Make more beautiful or attractive.
Not sure about you guys, but I've definitely learned some new words today. We are moving now to a social studies teacher who holds an incredible event for their U.S. history students called American History Idol. Students collaborate in small groups to create a song on GarageBand about the Progressive Era. Each group was tasked with cleverly weaving vocab words and historical events into their lyrics. The groups of students then battle each other by playing their songs for a panel of judges. The judges grade the work based on a variety of criteria and award the winner. I am being told now that we have a snippet of the song by the Teddy Trustbusters right now.
Got some beat issues. I can't even afford shoes. All my wages are too low. Monopoly just grow and grow. Tenements are really bad. They're the opposite of rad. Luck our cures like Jacob Rice. Make our lives look far from nice.
Well, folks, that is one catchy song. I can promise you I'm going to be singing that on the way home. Next, we see a science teacher who loved the educational value of TED Talks, but thought it would be interesting to see if her own students could create those videos. So students worked in pairs to select a topic with an ethical dilemma and design a TED Talk to educate their peers on said topic. These groups used script writing, green screens, and editing apps to produce some incredible looking videos. But that's not all. Students were also asked to create an engagement component where their audience could test their knowledge or collaborate with one another. I believe I have a snippet from one of the TED Talks here that focused on nuclear energy.
Going into this next activity, I want you to think about, is nuclear energy a good source of energy for the United States? But also, is it a good source to provide quality energy sources to developing countries that might not have the same resources as us? Is it ethical to go ahead and build those plants to try to help develop that country? Or is it not the best?
That's a tough question, man. Well, now we know why. It's an ethical dilemma. A group of social studies teachers designed a project in honor of Black History Month. Students worked in pairs to research and learn about a historical icon. Each group then used the Clips app to design a documentary video using images, text, and music. Once the video was complete, students created a poster with a QR code to hang outside the classroom. This allowed students to share their research and learn from their peers.
Missy Copeland is the first African-American woman to become a principal ballerina at American Ballet Theater. Missy Copeland inspires people to see how standing out is a good thing. Missy's ability to go out there as a black ballerina has inspired many African-American dancers today.
I wanted to take a minute and thank our viewers and our supporters at home for taking the time to watch today's video. As for next year, I'm very excited to continue to adapt the Tic Tac model based on teacher feedback so that it will benefit both teacher learning as well as student learning. Take care and have a great night.
Thank you, Sandra and Kieran. As I close tonight, I would like to share our use of technology in the classrooms at Quaker Valley is becoming recognized at the local, state, and even national levels. This past January, Sandra Calgaro and Edgeworth kindergarten teacher Kelly Miller were asked to present this year at the Three Rivers Educational Technology Conference held in Pittsburgh. Kieran Vora was invited to present at the Pennsylvania Educational Technology Conference and Expo in Hershey, Pennsylvania this past February. And I have been invited to present at ISTE, the International Society of Technology Education, this June. These types of invitations aren't easy to come by and are demonstrating the hard work of our teachers and coaches to develop their knowledge and skills with the use of technology in our classroom and enhance the learning environment for our students. I thank you for the opportunity to present to you tonight. Have a good evening.